Hey everybody, I have this mini scrapbook haul of some items that I have been oohing and awing over for a few days now. Well, probably more than a few days. Jane Davenport, who is an awesome, awesome artist, came out with her premier line, I believe, of products, and it's so, so nice. There's a ton more than what I'm going to show you here, but I'm going to show you what I picked up. You can find these at Michael's store. This is an American Crafts brand, and it's absolutely fabulous. So I picked up a pack of the matte acrylic paint, which is a nice set, and you get a stencil as well as a brush. And so I'll show you the colors here in just a second. I also picked up a pack, which I've opened already because I've been looking for some really, really good paint pens. These are paint over pens, which are great, and you get 4 pens in the pack, and I'll show you that specifically here in just a second. And then I've been looking for a stamp. Now, all of this I'm using in my art journal, so this is the specific reason why I picked this up. I've been looking for a stamp with faces that I can alter and kind of design and make my own, because I'm really not that great at making faces or drawing. And so if the work's already done for me, I'm all about it, although I am learning how to draw faces. But I've seen her work on Instagram using her stamps. Of course, these are all drawn by her. And I absolutely love them. I fell in love with them. So I thought I could really customize and personalize these stamps to my own aesthetic. So I am going to grab my art journal and have a play with these and bring you along. But first, I want to test out these acrylic paints as well as the pens. Okay, so let's dig into this. I've got the acrylic paint set, which is actually one of 2 paint sets available, and I absolutely love these colors. So I'm digging this out. Now in the kit, you get a few things. You get the 4 1.35 fluid ounce acrylic paints. You also get this really cool stencil that kind of looks like fish scales or mermaid scales, which is pretty fun. And then, like mermaids are real. I say that like mermaids are real. You also get this cool paintbrush that's absolutely wonderful. Great bristles on it. I'm showing you the bottle there. And now these paints don't have a specific name. I've been looking to see if Jane named the paints or the paint colors, but no. So I'm just going to call them turquoise and pink, lavender, and navy blue. So there we go. So I'm spreading out some examples of it using the brush, and that brush works perfectly. The paint is so velvety and liquid. I think it's a heavy body paint, but I can't be entirely sure. So off camera, I'm cleaning off my brush using a paper towel because I don't like to use a lot of water when I'm using acrylic paints. I like for those colors to kind of blend together a bit and to get a full-bodied effect with acrylic paints. Now you can use this in your art journals, your mixed media projects, on your scrapbook pages, a whole slew of projects. It's a beautiful, beautiful acrylic paint product. So there I go, spreading around that lavender. And now I'm going to spread around this gorgeous navy blue. I am so in love. I'm in love with all of these colors, but wow, look how pretty that is. Like the camera doesn't even do it justice. It's so pretty. So I'm going to hold it up a little bit closer so you can see. And then later on, I'll show you what these paint colors look like when they are dry. Absolutely beautiful. I'm a fan already, and I can't wait to use this. Alrighty, so next up are these gorgeous pens. Now, I do a lot of art journaling, or at least I've gotten into it recently, and she came out with these paint pens. It's called Paint Over Pen. Now, the pink one is called Starfish. The next one is called Peach. There's 2 white ones called Unicorn, and then there's a blue one called Mermaid. And they go on beautifully over paint, which is the whole purpose for them. So if you're looking for a great pen that you can journal on over your paint projects, then this will do. Okay, so I grabbed some of my mixed media papers, some of my art journaling papers, and these are just things that I've made using some old scrapbook papers, and I will eventually cut these up and use them in my collage projects. But I wanted these pens so that I'd be able to journal on top of my painted work, and hello, these are so beautiful. They're fluid. There's a couple of them that are broad tip. There's one I think that's more of a finer tip, and I'm telling you, this was like a lifesaver. I've been looking all over for pens that would work well, and these fit the bill for me. All right, next up are the acrylic stamps, and I really enjoy adding faces or face images to my art journaling, and that's the only place I typically do. I wouldn't do it on a scrapbook page or anything like that, but I absolutely love it for my art journaling and mixed media work, and I can't draw. In all honesty, I'm not a drawer. I could learn to draw, but for the sake of time, I figured I would purchase these gorgeous stamps, and these are $5.99 each, US dollars, and I absolutely love them. They're so customizable. They're beautiful stamps, gorgeous images, all designed by Jane. So I took this large face stamp, used some VersaFine ink, stamped that on. I didn't get a good impression because my art journal wasn't necessarily flat, but that's okay. I'm just playing around. So I'm going to take another stamp set, and it has a blank face, but it does have the eyebrows and the ears drawn in. And what it does is it comes with a set of noses and eyes, and you can select the eye style that you want and the nose style that you want. And I thought this was particularly cool because her sets are one of few that feature a variety of eyes and noses. So you can customize a face to your liking. And I thought this face that I'm creating kind of looked like me, so that was really cool. So I'm going to put on these gorgeous full lips because I like full noses and full lips on my faces. And I'm going to stamp that again using my VersaFine ink. There we go. Didn't quite come out all that well, but I'm excited. I'm waving my hands. Absolutely love it. And then later I can draw on hair if I want to or do some other technique. Okay, so last up is another face stamp, and this one comes with 4 faces, and they already have the eyes and the hair outline sort of, and the nose and the lips. I'm stamping that on again using some VersaFine. I love that image. And now I'm just going to play around with some doodles of hair. And I would use a thicker pen to do this or use some paint. I created an afro up front because I love drawing afros on my girls. And then I'm doing kind of a wispy bob here on the other one, just playing around. And that's really what this is all about, is just letting your creativity flow and kind of doing whatever you want. And those stamps are perfect for those of us who can't draw. Okay, so that paint has dried, and look at those colors, bold and beautiful. I am so excited that this is now available. Okay, so you can find these products at Michael's. You can also find them online. She has a full range of products from not only these acrylic paints, but also washi tape and art journals. It's absolutely fantastic. Thanks for joining me today. Check out these videos and don't forget to subscribe.